Good morning, Cullman, and thank you for joining us on Cullman Today. I'm your host, Dustin Isom, and today is Friday, December 20th. Coming up on Cullman Today, Cullman High School Theater wins top honors at a state festival. Over 30 students graduate from Wallace State's Diagnostic Imaging Program, and the Berlin Town Council proposes the town's first mayoral salary. All this, plus sports, weather, and more, but for now, let's dive into the top stories happening in Cullman today. As we reported yesterday, the Alabama Department of Agriculture and Industries has confirmed cases of highly pathogenic avian influenza, or HPAI, in our area. One case affecting around 116,000 birds was found at a commercial broiler farm right here in Cullman County, while another smaller case was found in a backyard flock in Pickens County. HPAI is a highly contagious virus carried by migratory waterfowl, and it can cause high mortality in poultry flocks. Because Alabama sits between two major migratory flyways, our local chickens and turkeys are at a higher risk. Dr. Maggie Thompson, the poultry veterinarian with the Alabama Cooperative Extension System, explains that if the virus is found in domestic poultry, the entire flock has to be promptly and humanely euthanized and the area quarantined. She points out that it's important to realize that this disease circulates in the wild and infections occur almost every year during the migratory seasons. Symptoms to watch out for in birds include sneezing, coughing, fatigue, poor appetite, and sudden, unexplained death. The virus spreads through secretions from infected birds, which can contaminate the environment and infect other birds. While HPAI cases do occur most years, consumers don't have to worry about the safety of poultry meat because HPAI-infected poultry does not enter the food supply. If you have a backyard flock and suspect your birds might be infected, you are urged to contact the Alabama State Veterinarian's Office at 334-240-7253. For more information on how to protect your flock, you can visit the Alabama Cooperative Extension System's website at aces.edu. And moving on to our next story, Cullman High School's theater program has soared to the top once again, winning the prestigious Best in Show award at the Walter Trumbar State Festival, Alabama's premier high school theater competition. This marks the third time in 11 years they've achieved this honor. Their victory earns them an invitation to represent Alabama at the Southeastern Theater Conference in Baltimore, Maryland, coming up in March. In addition to Best in Show, the troupe garnered numerous individual accolades. Their one-act play, The Old Man and the Old Moon, received awards for Best Lighting Design and Best Sound Design. Senior Slade Turbyfield was named Best Performer. Cast members Bailey Henderson, Jameson Inshow, and Caden Fales were selected for the All-Star cast. Jill Blocker took first place in puppet design for her innovative shadow and hand puppets. Director Wayne Cook expressed his pride, saying, "The honor means a lot to me and these students. In Alabama, it is the highest honor you can receive in high school theater." Now the program faces the challenge of raising approximately $50,000 to fund their trip to the national festival. They're launching a fundraising campaign and are seeking support from the community. Cook said they're looking for people to join their championship club with tickets, social media shout-outs, and a year-long display in the theater celebrating those who support the program. To support Cullman Theater's journey to the national stage, you can contact Wayne Cook at wcook@cullmancats.net. And finally, in our top stories this morning, the Berlin Town Council met on Monday and proposed introducing a salary for the mayor, set to take effect after the next election. The proposed pay is $800 per month, totaling $9,600 annually, the first salary in Berlin's 6-year history. Until now, Mayor Patrick Bates and the council members have served without pay, though they do receive reimbursements for certain official expenses. Council members have chosen to remain unpaid, embracing their roles as volunteers. In other business, the council accepted a bid to sell the Berlin Farmers Market structure in front of Town Hall. Local resident Steve Clark submitted the only sealed bid of $500, which was opened during the meeting. He has until January 10th of 2025 to dismantle and remove the structure from the property. The council plans to build a new and improved farmers market at the site as part of a larger development that will include a playground, walking paths, and restrooms. Mayor Bates announced that a request for bids for the new market building will be sent out this week, managed by St. John and Associates. The Berlin Town Council meets at 7 p.m. on the third Monday of each month at Berlin Town Hall. The public is welcome to attend. And that's all for our top stories this morning. Coming up next, we'll break down Alabama basketball's exciting victory over North Dakota. Sports is up next. Welcome back. In today's sports segment, let's take a look at how Alabama's men's basketball team performed on the road Wednesday night. The 6th-ranked Crimson Tide traveled to North Dakota and secured a 97-90 victory over the Fighting Hawks in a high-scoring contest. Senior forward Grant Nelson, a native of Devils Lake, North Dakota, led the way with his 3rd double-double of the season. Nelson scored 23 points, grabbed 10 rebounds, and blocked 3 shots in his homecoming game. Alabama trailed by as many as 9 points midway through the first half, but turned the tide by scoring an impressive 62 points in the second half. The Crimson Tide outscored the Fighting Hawks by 10 in the final period to clinch the win. Mark Sears matched Nelson's scoring output with 23 points and added a game-high 5 assists. Freshman LeBaron Philon contributed 16 points, while Chris Youngblood and Houston Mallett each chipped in 10 points off the bench. On the other side, North Dakota's Trayston Eaglestaff had a standout performance, pouring in a career-high 40 points in the losing effort. The game was a back-and-forth battle featuring 7 ties and 5 lead changes. Alabama's bench made a significant impact, outscoring North Dakota's reserves 42-26. The Tide also dominated inside, holding a 44-35 advantage on the boards and outscoring the Fighting Hawks 44-22 in the paint. Shooting efficiency was a key factor. Alabama shot 52% from the field and 32% from the three-point range. North Dakota shot 43% overall and an impressive 41% from beyond the arc. The Crimson Tide capitalized on fast break opportunities, outpacing North Dakota 21-4 in transition points. After a shaky start with 13 turnovers in the first half, Alabama cleaned up its play, committing only 1 turnover in the second half. Grant Nelson's performance was particularly meaningful, as he previously played 3 seasons at North Dakota State before transferring to Alabama. This marks his 3rd double-double of the year and the 30th of his college career. Looking ahead, Alabama will begin a 3-game homestand, starting with Kent State on Sunday, December 22nd. Tip-off is set for noon, and the game will be televised on the SEC network. And that wraps up sports for today. After the break, we'll bring you 4 stories in under 4 minutes, including a reminder about WIC food assistance, holiday travel tips from ALDOT, and a local athlete earning All-American honors. We'll be right back. Hello and welcome back. Now it's time to speed things up with a news rundown. 4 stories in under 4 minutes. Are you in need of food assistance? The Alabama Department of Public Health is reminding families about the WIC program. WIC stands for Women, Infants, and Children, and it's designed to help low-income pregnant women, new mothers, and young children up to age 5. The program provides nourishing foods, recipes, meal planning ideas, referrals to helpful services, and more to eligible families. If you think you might qualify, you can sign up by visiting alabamapublichealth.gov/WIC. Moving on, with holiday travel expected to increase this year, the Alabama Department of Transportation is encouraging everyone to plan ahead. To keep travelers and road workers safe, ALDOT will suspend temporary lane closures on Alabama interstates from 6 p.m. on Monday, December 23rd until 11:59 p.m. on Wednesday, January 1st. Allison Green, the Drive Safe Alabama coordinator, reminds everyone to make safety a top priority. She notes, "Make sure safety is your top priority this season by ensuring everyone in your vehicle is buckled up." In 2023, nearly 55% of people who died in crashes on Alabama roads were not wearing a seatbelt. A seatbelt is your best defense in a crash. Between December 21st and January 1st, AAA expects more than 119 million people to travel 50 miles or more from home, which is about 3 million more miles than last year. ALDOT also advises travelers to plan ahead, allow extra time to reach their destinations, and stay alert on the roads. They also suggest using Algo Traffic to check real-time traffic and road conditions. You can visit algotraffic.com or use the Algo Traffic app, but remember to use these resources responsibly and never operate your mobile device while driving. Distracted driving is a leading cause of accidents, so it's important to put your phone down and keep your focus on the road. In Alabama, it's illegal to hold a cell phone while driving. And they also stress to never drive impaired. If you plan to drink, make sure you arrange for a designated driver or use a rideshare service. Remember, stay safe on the roads this holiday season. Up next, over 30 students were recently honored at a pinning ceremony for the Diagnostic Imaging Class of 2024 at Wallace State Community College. Program Director Dr. Jim Malone praised the graduates, saying, "The journey that you have undertaken in diagnostic imaging is not just about applying technical skills. It is about embracing a calling to make a profound difference in the lives of others." Clinical Coordinator Kelly Rich commended the class's perseverance, urging them, "Don't ever stop learning. Learn something new every day." Class President Sophia Pierce expressed pride in her classmates, noting, "We are a patchwork quilt of those who have loved us, those who have believed in us, who have shown us kindness and empathy, those who have given us grace, and those who have taught us to dream." Special awards were presented during the ceremony. Brooklyn Watson received the Clinical Award of Excellence, and Kristen McGee earned the Academic Award of Excellence. The Diagnostic Imaging Program at Wallace State offers 2 associate degree pathways in diagnostic imaging and radiation therapy. Applications are accepted annually from March 1st until June 1st for fall entry. For more information, visit wallacestate.edu/diagnostic-imaging or contact Mindy Sandlin at mindy.sandlin@wallacestate.edu. And finally, former Fairview High School standout and current University of West Alabama kicker Elijah Guyton has been named to the AFCA First Team All-American. Guyton's stellar 2024 season earned him this top honor from the American Football Coaches Association. As the Tigers' place kicker, the redshirt sophomore led the country in field goal percentage for much of the year. He finished the season making 15 out of 19 field goals and knocking through 35 extra points, leading to a total of 80 points, which ranks 3rd in the Gulf South Conference. He also nailed 4 field goals from over 40 yards, cementing his reputation as one of the top place kickers in Division II football. Congratulations to Elijah on his outstanding achievements. And that's your 4 stories in under 4 minutes. Now for a quick break before we look at the weather ahead and pay our respects with obituaries. I'll be back right after this message. Step into Cullman, where local heroes and community spirit shine.
Introducing Community Matters Magazine from the Cullman Tribune, your guide to inspiring tales and community spirit. Celebrate our local champions and dive into the festivities at Christ Kindle Market. Feel the season's cheer and discover stories that inspire. Community Matters Magazine. Connect with your community. Find your free issue at these locations or download a copy online.
Welcome back. Let's take a moment to pause and remember those who have lost their lives this week as we turn to obituaries. Rebecca Ann McClendon, 56 of Cullman, passed away on Thursday, December 19th. Funeral service for Ms. McClendon will be at 2 p.m. on Sunday, December 22nd at Cullman Heritage Funeral Home, with burial at Center Point Cemetery. Visitation will be from noon until 2 p.m. on Sunday at Cullman Heritage Funeral Home. That finishes up obituaries for today. Our thoughts and prayers go out to our friends and family. Now, let's take a look at the weekend weather forecast. Today, we're looking at sunny skies with a high of around 50. Tonight, expect partly cloudy skies with temperatures dropping to around 27. Tomorrow, the sunshine continues, but it'll be a little cooler with highs reaching near 43. Tomorrow night, clear skies are on tap with lows of around 25. Looking ahead to Sunday, we'll have more sunshine with a high near 48 and another beautiful day to wrap up the weekend. And on Sunday night, we'll see mostly clear skies with temperatures of around 29. And that wraps up another edition of Cullman Today. We appreciate you sharing your morning with us, and remember to stay connected by following us on social media and visiting CullmanTribune.com for the latest from our community. We'll be back bright and early on Monday morning at 6:30 a.m., but until then, I'm Dustin Isom with Cullman Today, wishing you a great weekend, Cullman.